All right, everyone, I'm back with Rapid Fire with Ville Houttu, and hopefully we'll get some funny, crazy answers out of this. I got to start. Come on, a Finnish guy. What are you great at cooking?
Well, I smoke anything, and I'm talking about barbecue.
Oh.
And shrimp turn out really well. Prime is my prime. Yeah, I have a smoker. I use it a lot.
I didn't put this on here, but you and I had talked earlier because you're from Finland and I have a background of dealing with people. Shout out to Aaron Hautala and Paul Hurst. If they're watching or ever see this, describe what a true sauna is.
Oh, it's...
Come on, tell everyone.
It's hot, and I had to build one, and my neighbors laugh at me having a sauna in the desert.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has to leave marks in your back. Otherwise, it's not really a sauna.
All right. Do you know the stats? I've heard something crazy. Like there's 1.4 saunas for every Finnish resident.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, more
Is it
saunas than people. Yeah.
Come on, that's just cool.
Yeah.
And you have to do the traditional jump. Right?
Yeah, cold.
You got to go cold.
Yeah. Pools are great this time of the year over here, so I can almost do it. But none of the people I invite over do it.
No.
So.
All right, back to more of my traditional questions. What are you reading or listening to right now that you think the audience would like to know about?
I actually just started reading Adam Grant's new book about learning.
Oh,
and
what's it about?
So,
what kind of learning?
I can summarize a book in 15 seconds, but
or you just started it.
Yeah, and I'm like 2 chapters down, but it's really good. I love Adam Grant for his previous book was Think Again.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you read it. And
I didn't read it, but I know about it. So,
okay,
but that's why we always ask on this show. We're always trying to give people content so they can relatability, especially. It's people like self-help, leadership, stuff like that.
So he's thinking it one step further. I think the book is called Hidden Potential.
Okay.
And he's making a point through different stories how we don't necessarily use the potential we have when it comes to learning.
Right.
And this is probably true to many startup founders, going and figuring things out. So we are really learning all the time, especially in the early stages of startup.
What movie could you watch over and over again?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Just because you like the F word, right?
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, it's entertaining. And
come on, Samuel L. Jackson in that movie.
Yeah.
Say what one more time?
That was a good one.
Oh, Royale with cheese.
Yeah,
right?
Royale with cheese. Yeah.
What would you like to be remembered for?
I think I'm thinking mostly back, and I turned this around intentionally. But I think about the people that I've that I've worked with or done hobbies with, and so on. So it's more like I don't remember a lot of things, but I remember the feelings and emotions at a time. If that makes sense. So hopefully, I don't make many people feel uncomfortable.
Are your parents still alive?
They are.
How do they describe what you do for a living? I assume they're back in Finland, or are they here?
They are back in Finland.
So what do they tell the neighbors? Yeah, Ville's doing this.
Yes.
How do they describe it?
I think they would just say software, which is ohjelmistokehitys in Finnish.
Oh,
so
I'm not going to repeat that.
All the words are this long in our language. But they know what I'm doing right now and my new ventures.
Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor?
I do, yeah. And it's like what everybody would answer. It's strawberry, unfortunately. Strawberry, maybe mango.
Oh,
I'd go.
See, you're a little edgier. That's good. What was your fondest memory as a kid?
I think, and it's also my first entrepreneurial journey. We used to organize, they were called discos or discotheques at the time, but like music fests where we played music, we put on lights and everything, and it did cost probably $1 to get in.
What did you do? Just at school, or where did you do them at?
Yeah. We started junior high and just kept doing it, and they turned pretty big.
How big was the community you grew up in?
22,000.
Oh, so pretty decent size.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in the forest or in the middle of the forest.
What are you going to do when you retire?
I don't think, and that's sort of what the sabbatical experiment during the summer taught me is I don't think I'm ever going to retire.
Okay.
And I don't like if retirement means doing nothing. So I think I'm always wanting to give back some of the knowledge and experience I have from different things that I've done.
Do you think you would stay living in the States, or would you ever move back?
I would absolutely love staying here. So yeah, we haven't planned going back. Actually, the opposite. So we'll go somewhere else if it's not this. So
Okay, I like that.
Knows?
What skill do you think everyone should have?
Reading.
That was a good one. Reading.
Yeah, it's like we're taking it for granted, but not all people can read, and they're missing out, a lot.
If you could eliminate one thing from your daily routine, what would it be and why?
My morning coffee with the phone. So I would eliminate the phone.
Oh, I was going to say, is it the coffee you'd eliminate or the phone part?
Yeah, the phone is like it's almost I think. We all need a little bit of a detox from the phone. So
agreed. What's the best advice you've ever been given?
Can I say the F word?
Sure.
Well, okay. If it, ship it was like what I someone
ship it.
Yeah, and they told me because I struggled with my social media, right?
Okay.
And a lot of people in my generation, they struggle with the same thing, posting and taking time and putting it out there. And she was just like, Kimberly said to me, F it, ship it. And like spend 15 minutes, F it, ship it. And it works every time.
I love it. What's the one crazy thing you'd do if there were absolutely no consequences? You're an adrenaline junkie, so what would it be?
Yeah, I would try to swim Grand Canyon as far as I could.
Swim it?
Downstream, yes, swim it.
You crazy
Absolutely,
bastard.
Yeah. If no consequences.
Who's your favorite person in the world right now and why?
I'm following the presidential elections in Finland.
Oh.
And they just, so the two guys, top two nominees made it to the second round and both of them are great. So I'm actually really happy that Finland's going to get a really good president on an important time too. But the person who I'm voting for is called his name is Alex, and I happened to be I rode the bikes with him when he was in California, so I personally know him. He's a great guy, very international.
Is the political system kind of set up the same way, kind of where there's a conservative party and more liberal party, or is it different?
Yeah, it's different. Many different parties,
Okay.
A lot more parties, and it's
And then it whittles down. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Two candidates will be on the second round, and one of them will win.
So are you a dual citizen then?
Yeah. So the whole system. So I have a permanent residentship green card.
Yep.
And you have to have that 5 years before you can apply citizenship.
So
which is going to happen next year. It's exciting. But it's many people think it's like, okay, you come here, you become a citizen. I mean, it takes closer to 10 years.
Wow.
If you move from abroad and bring your company.
Now, is that situation the same for you and your wife, or your kids? Were your kids born here or not?
Yeah, it's the same thing
Okay.
for the family, and and the kids, if they turn 18 before they have it, they have to apply their own.
Got it.
So it's still ongoing. I'm staying up to my immigration knowledge.
Well, thanks again, Ville, for coming on and being exposed and having some fun with rapid fire.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right.